Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, and before anyone comes at me in the comments, I'm gonna address the situation right now. I know that it has taken me so long to film this video. I am currently, on Saturday I'll be 27 weeks pregnant, and I was planning on filming this video when I was 12 weeks pregnant. So I'm a little late, but life happens and I'm doing it now. So as you can obviously see by the title of this video, I am pregnant with the most beautiful baby girl. I thought that we should also do a little bump update because she is looking so cute at the moment. So that is how we are currently looking. It's not really the best outfit to be showing you my bump. There we go. That is baby girl at almost 27 weeks pregnant. Right, you guys have waited long enough for this video, so without further ado, here's question number one. You guys, I feel like we're just having the fakest summer at the moment because of the past week. It is in the middle of winter here in Cape Town. The past week I have been dressing like this, and I feel like winter's just gonna hit us hard again for the next month. Anyway, let's get right into the question. So question number one is, how did you know you were pregnant and did you have initial symptoms? So no, I had no initial symptoms. I found that I was pregnant when I was only 10 days pregnant. So I didn't have any symptoms at all. The story is actually kind of funny. So I have PCOS, which means that I have tiny little cysts on my ovaries, and it makes me skip a period quite often because I went to the gynae, and long story short, one of my ovaries is blocked, so it doesn't ovulate, so I don't get a period anywhere between like 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 months. So I've done many pregnancy tests in the past just to try to kind of be like wary of what's happening with my body, and this was just one of those times. So I don't think I even skipped a period. I think it was just like, oh, let me go and get a pregnancy test. So I went to the shop. I went to go and get bread and milk and a pregnancy test, so randomly, nothing. I had no symptoms. I hadn't even missed a period. I can't remember, it was quite a long time ago. Maybe I was like 2 or 3 days late, but for me that's normal. It's like if I get a period, it's like, oh, that's weird, I have a period. Anyway, so I brought a pregnancy test home, and I've done many of them in the past because I do have PCOS. I do them quite often. And I weed on the stick, and the faintest line came up. I'm going to put a picture over here of what it looked like. And like I said, I've done many pregnancy tests in the past, and I've never ever seen any kind of faint line. I kind of even had to like squint and like look for it. So anyway, Luke wasn't with me at the time, but I did phone him because he was on his way home, and I said, look, I explained the situation. There was no surprising him saying like, surprise, we're having a baby. I was just like, I see the faintest line on a pregnancy test. Can you go and get me another one? He was like, okay. So he went to go and get me one of those clear blue tests. I pushed out my last little bit of wee, and we put on the counter, and then we watched 2 lines go up together. My initial response, I will be very honest, was I was extremely shocked. I was overwhelmed because, like I said, I didn't have any symptoms. I think if I had 1 or 2 symptoms, or like if I thought that I maybe was pregnant, I would have prepared more. But it's like you sitting at home, if nothing told you that you were pregnant, and then you just randomly decided to take a pregnancy test and said it was positive. I was in like a bit of shock for a while. I was like, this is wrong. Gave it like 24 hours. I did another test the next day, and it said pregnant 1 to 2 weeks. And every single gynecologist that I have been to in the past said that it would either be A, impossible, or B, near to impossible for me to fall pregnant naturally, because I skip a period. I can go like 4 months without a period, and which just means that I don't ovulate. So it would have been extremely difficult, and although it would have been difficult, I still took a lot of pregnancy tests in the past. Yeah, I guess that was a very loaded answer, but that's kind of how I found out I was pregnant. Also, I do have footage of the very first pregnancy test that I bought. Keeping in mind, I didn't really see much of a line. Like, I did see the faintest line. So although my reaction doesn't really seem like much in this video that I'm about to show you, it's because I thought that it was like false. I don't have a reaction of me taking the second pregnancy test. I did burst into tears. I was hugging Luke, I was crying, I was excited, I was nervous, I was overwhelmed. I don't have a video of that. So anyway, let me show you the first video that we have. I feel sick. I've been like nauseous for the past couple of days. So I don't know, that's not really like normal for me. So I decided just to get a pregnancy test in case and see. And I need to check it in like a couple of seconds, but I thought that we should do this together, I guess. Okay. I'm a little bit confused because I see the faintest line, but I don't know if it's because I'm staring too hard and I'm actually looking for a line that I can see a very faint line. Like you guys won't even be able to see. Can I zoom in like this? No. But I don't think that you guys are even going to be able to see that. Like if I squint, then I can see that there's like a line there. But I don't know if it's because I'm trying to look for it that I can see one. Next question is, what was the first trimester like for you? I feel like everyone's pregnancy journey is so different, and that's kind of what I love. So I don't want you to compare your first trimester to mine. Also, I am busy using this Wet n Wild. It looks absolutely awful. That looks a bit better. I'm busy using the Wet n Wild bronzer, and it's my absolute favorite. So my first trimester, okay, let's start with cravings. I felt like I wasn't craving anything sweet or savory. I was more craving sour things. So like salt and vinegar chips. I wanted kiwi fruit, although that isn't like super sour, but it is still kind of a sour fruit. I wanted sour jelly tots. Those were like my absolute weakness. Food aversions. There were obviously some days that I was just feeling so ill. And there was one day where I only wanted to eat meat. I remember for breakfast, lunch and dinner, I literally only ate like sausages. And then the next day, I could not stand the thought of eating meat, like no chicken, no fish, no nothing. So it was extremely up and down. I couldn't open a fridge, which was the strangest thing because the smell of a fridge was so intense. I remember distinctly this one day I was sitting at my mom's house and her kitchen and her lounge is open plan. So I was sitting on the couch with my back towards the kitchen, and I literally turned around and I could taste vomit in my mouth. I was like, someone close the fridge. I know that the fridge is open. The fridge was open. I couldn't go into like the shops for a couple of weeks because all of those shops have like open fridges where the fresh produce is. It would make me feel so nauseous. So that was something really weird. I remember that I had to go to the bathroom honestly every 2 seconds. I had to just wee so often. I was like, my baby is this big. How on earth am I needing to wee every 2 seconds? But it is the hormones and everything that makes you need to go to the bathroom frequently. I didn't get vomit sick, which is really nice. So I did get very nauseous to the point that I was going to vomit, but I only vomited once. I think it was one evening. That was the only time. So I'm very, very thankful for that. I spent lots of days in bed with my laptop, and Luke was so nice. He was so understanding and caring as well. And that's really nice to have a great support system, because I did not realize how difficult pregnancy could be. And I think that I was really hard on myself as well, because we want to stay motivated, we want to keep up with our gym routine, we want to keep seeing friends, and it's like you can't do those things anymore depending on what your pregnancy journey was like. But I did not go to gym or exercise for the first trimester, which is until 12 weeks. I think I went at 15 weeks pregnant. I went back to the gym for the first time because I just couldn't. I tried to go to gym once, and I remember I came home and I slept the whole day. I was so tired. That's another symptom I had. I would just have naps after naps after naps. Another thing that I found was that my heartburn was so incredibly challenging. It actually still is challenging. I have not gone a single day without heartburn, and I think that it kind of varies. So some days it's really bad and some days it's mild. It's there, but it's mild. But I've gotten so used to it that it's just a part of my day. So I've always got Gaviscon next to my bed to help my heartburn, and that really works like a charm. please show these people what you're eating. No, come. No, show them. Babe, show them what
No, I'm not.
Show them what you're eating. Show them what you're eating. Angel! No, baby, come, you don't have to be shy, it's cute. My guy. Babe, why are you so shy of your food? I'm not gonna make fun of your food, I think it's cute. Did you finish it? Oh, you silly Billy. Anyway, I came downstairs because it actually smelled like the roof was on fire. It's so smoky in here.
Why are you lying to the fan? It's not smoky.
It is smoky in here. The kitchen is such a mess. Anyway, I came downstairs and Luke had made a sandwich with French toast, but one piece of French toast, cheese, mayo, cinnamon, another piece of raw bread. It was just all happening. I am just on my way to the shops to go and buy myself a custard filled donut because that is the only thing that I feel like for lunch. And I thought that now would be the perfect opportunity for me to tell you a very TMI question. So if you don't like TMI, keep it going. So this is the second day in a row that I have had to change my underwear because I have wet them. And this is not like me at all, so I think it's a pregnancy thing. But when I went to my last gynecologist appointment, she said that there is 9 millimeters between your uterus and your baby and your bladder. And it looks like lately every time I sneeze, I completely just wet my pants. So that is your little daily dose of TMI from me. The next question is, when are you due? And I am due late October. The date that the gynecologist gave me was the 21st of October. But I also know that baby girl can come like 2 weeks before, a week before, she can come a week after, she can even come 2 weeks after. So that's why I'm just saying like mid to late November. Sorry, what am I saying? Mid to late October. That is my kind of due area. Right, let's go and get ourselves a donut. That was very successful. I couldn't decide what I wanted, so I got everything. I got a gluten-free chicken pie because we don't have any electricity because it's load shedding at home, so I needed something that I can just eat now. And then I couldn't decide which sweet one I wanted, so I kind of just went for both. We have got a chocolate muffin and a coconut donut, which are all gluten-free as well, which is freaking fantastic. That is exactly what I felt like. A whole bunch of carbs. I also just remember that's the only thing that I kind of could manage in my first trimester was just carbs. All I wanted was like donuts and pasta. Pasta was a big thing. I think I had pasta like twice a week. And I just wanted bread and rolls, and like I could eat this for like breakfast, lunch and supper. It was really good. I feel like my love for crocheting has kind of reignited again, if I can say that, because when all of my aunts and uncles had babies, I would crochet them the cutest little jerseys, and then I made these dungarees for baby girl, and I love them so much that I actually made them in like every single color, and now I'm developing a business around it. So stay tuned for that. But today I went across to the haberdashery where they sell like wood and things like that, and I bought this ring and then some of this yarn to try and make like a bunny teether kind of thing. And then I thought it could also be cute. I found this little giraffe. I just need to find if it's like sanitary and safe for her to like bite on when she's teething. So I thought that I can kind of make like a macrame kind of thing with that. So will you be posting any pictures of baby girl when she's here, or keeping her off social media completely? Now I have two very different sides to this. So previously I thought that it would be so cute for us to be like a little vlogging family, like a Sarah's Day or a Zoe Sug or something like that. And then like as soon as I found out that I was pregnant, the only instinct that I had was to protect my baby. And I do think that keeping her off of social media as much as I can would probably be my first choice, although I know that like I'm a person who likes to brag. So if my baby, and she is going to be the cutest little cherub on earth, I'm gonna want to share pictures and videos and stuff. I just don't think that I'm going to be making content like with her in it a lot. Don't get me wrong, I could completely change my mind, but for now that is what I'm thinking, is that she definitely will appear on my Instagram and she'll definitely appear on my stories and on my YouTube channel, but she's just not going to be like the main focus like everyone here. Look at my baby 24/7. Hi Jake, you want to come up here? Come see what I'm doing. I have got all my goodies out. I'm so excited to get started on this. Very daunting, but excited. Next question is, what are you most excited about for motherhood? And I think it is just creating memories. Like, I have always said to myself that I would love for my life to be a storybook where I can sit on my rocking chair one day with my grandchildren and I can just tell them stories about my life. And I would love to create that with this baby girl. So I want to keep on with traditions. Like, I remember my mom and my stepdad, every Saturday we would cook flapjacks for breakfast. So like, I want to keep doing that. I want to go on sunrise swims with her, and I just think like having a little mini best friend is going to be so exciting. So yeah, I think I'm just excited to make memories with her and go on overseas trips and go on local trips and just also just do like the mundane tasks, which are just so much fun. I think in a nutshell, I'm excited for everything. I'm excited for the poo nappies, I'm excited for the vomits, I'm excited for bath time, bedtime. I'm excited to be a mom.